Moving to 2019, I just want to produce all my content for my site, sell my stuff myself for cable, sell my stuff myself for VOD. I want to completely control the destiny of my product.
Is that the future for to be able to make money in porn, doing it all your DIY?
It is. And what's crazy is, I was only gone for 3 years, but in 3 years, the technology has changed to the point where the girls can actually make more money staying home and shooting their own content and posting it up on their own shit and owning everything about it. They just got to be motivated. But it's becoming harder as a producer to keep them entertained on set because they're like, this is for you. This isn't for me, And though they're getting a flat rate for that day, it's unlimited what they might be able to make if they go on webcam or if they shoot stuff for their OnlyFans or their Fan Central. And everything can be done by your phone.
So hold up, you're booking the girls too? You're booking other?
No. I'm booking the talent.
You're booking talent.
Yep, I'm booking the talent.
So
the guys.
So is it just you and guys?
Guys and girls.
Okay.
Yeah, I posted a great photo on my Twitter this morning saying Tuesday Thoughts. You might want to check it out. You'll like it a lot. It says a lot. It's an impactful photo. But yeah, it's really changed. And when I left, I would say DVD sales were probably still about 25% of a producer's income. Guess what do you think they are now?
Let's see. You left
2014.
So that's 4 years and 4 years. And you said it was how much?
35% of your income.
I bet you it's 7%.
2%.
2 fucking %.
2% turnaround, and I'm doing well selling DVDs. They're telling me I'm like, why are we even making these things anymore? At this point, we're littering.
Yeah.
And you know what's great? When I go to clubs now and I give a kid a DVD, he looks fucking irritated because he has to carry it. He has to store it. He obviously doesn't have a DVD player. So I've just handed him something that the second I walk away, he's putting down.
That's how I feel when people give me CDs. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this fucking thing?
Right.
My car doesn't even take them.
No. There's nothing you can do with them anymore. So it's changed in that constant pivot. But the story I have for you is your audience when you interview people. You're very good at reading somebody. You know what girls are going to do things, what girls aren't. Recently, I was in New York.
None of them do anything
and
anymore.
I visited your partner's show, your old show.
Yeah.
And I got in the room, and he says to me, so here's what I'm going to have you do. You're going to read the news topless. I said, well, no, I'm not. Why would I do that? Why just in front of you would I take my top off? There's a chick sitting here. There's a DJ. We're in this room, just the four of us. Really? He was like, yeah. I'm like, no. So I only got to stay on for one segment, and then I got booted out.
So you and Sear Sear was like, you're going to read the news topless?
Yes. I couldn't wait to tell you. When we walked out, I said, Lainey, I just can't wait to go back to L.A. and tell Jude this story. It was just awkward.
The worst is Lainey probably knew. Your publicist probably, Lainey's done us bold like that before, where we're like, all right, this is what we need from the woman, and Lainey be like, yes, totally, and then the woman will show up. And
she normally doesn't slip with me because I think she might fear me a little bit, but I could see some miscommunication. But it was just odd because he's never asked me that before. And my response was this, I work for Sirius. My boss could be walking down the hall. He's the last person I want to just weird.
That is. Back in the day, we had this one girl read the news with my dick in her mouth.
That was different.
That was funny.
Right. But she was down. You know what I mean? Maybe 20 years ago, maybe not the dick in the mouth, but I would have done the news topless because 20 years ago, that's what I did. But I feel like I've earned my stripes that I can keep my clothes on in regular places.
Well, that was the next thing. You work it serious, so it's like.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like having sex at your parents' house while they're home. You know what I mean? It's just awkward.
Yeah.
Don't want to do it.
So was Sear mad at you?
I don't think he was thrilled because he didn't keep me for another segment after the first break. So I think we're done. I think we broke up. I think it was a good breakup though because it wasn't crazy. It was just we're done. You know what I mean? But I looked at him and I was like, "What are you thinking, boy?"
Yo, and there was a woman there. Was it Sam?
Yeah.
So did Sam try to finesse you into it too? Or?
No, she was looking at me like, I don't know how this is going to play out right now. She looked fearful because I think she realized I'm not that person. It was just awkward. It's like, you know, it's
damn.
cold out. It's raining in the city. You got all kinds of layers of clothes
I was
on.
gonna have you read your news in the panties, but fuck it now.
But like, guys, let's use our minds here. It's radio. There's no camera in the studio. You're not doing anything. I'm just sitting in front of you. You should just say, "Hey, Lisa, I want you to be topless in front of me." Just be honest.
You
What
think
else?
you think he just wanted to see your titties?
I don't know. Why else would he want me to do that in a room with no camera? Very unusual. But I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
There's a camera here.
Yeah, we're right here. There's a camera here. 2 Justins as well.
Yep.
Justin, yo.
Yep. Battle of the Justins.
You've been traveling a bit. I just looked at your schedule coming up. You got some travel on your plate.
I'm done for a while. I'm done traveling. I don't know how you do it.
It's exhausting, right?
Well, yeah. How come you just don't stay in the crib and fucking webcam?
So I do it one night a week, and I did 6 months with Cam Soda to kind of learn about it and really investigate it. Now I've added it to my website, so I'll be starting to do it myself on my site. I do it one night a week. I call it my time to just masturbate on the internet for strangers.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty fun. Weirdly, I've gotten into it, but there's something I got to tell you.
What's that?
So you can take people private too after you do your full show. So I usually take 1 or 2 guys private because, of course, like that's not my company. I'm not making all the money, so I don't want to do it a ton. Every time I get a masturbator, you know, and I'm curious. I want to see, like, the reason girls don't give good hand jobs is because every guy likes to stroke it different and torque it different. And so I'm like science project out, right? But every guy that does it has all this religious stuff on the wall behind him. And I always think of you because I'm like, that's some shit you would post on your profile and on your social media. Just like, I'm the guy's masturbating. I'm like, man, there's everything. All the church stuff right up behind him.
I do have a gang of church shit in my crib. It reminds me of my grandma. But I try not to look at that when I'm fucking.
Right.
Because it'll really bum you out.
Yeah.
Like,
So when I'm trying to look
nothing
at
will
him,
make you lose your boner
he
like
doesn't.
Jesus.
He's not looking at it, but I'm looking at it. You know what I mean? So then
Yeah.
it's a one-way situation. I can't masturbate to that.
I was, I did acid and went and got a rubbing tug the other day. And
How was it?
she didn't know how to fucking do it. She was going too damn fast. I'm like, it's like,
You gotta watch how guys like to do it because every guy likes it different, and fast is usually
I'm
not.
trying to show her. I'm like, okay, no, I'll show you. Because, you know, there was a bit of an English, like,
Little language barrier, right?
Little language barrier there. But she was an old vet. Like, she was probably in her 60s. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
she knew her way around the dick. So,
Is it better on acid?
dog, that shit was. After I got that hand job, I didn't even nut. Like, I was like, fuck it. I tried to do it, and I was like, I can't come. Fuck this. I'm high. And then I walked over and got another, like, regular massage. Just like,
To relax. Because that does feel good when you're high.
well, that was the thing, was her massage game was awesome. But just when it came to the hand job, she was just too damn fast on that shit. It's like if a motherfucker goes down on you and the first thing they do is like,
It's the same thing. And now that I'm doing cam, I've realized this is why guys aren't good at going down on girls and we're not good at giving hand jobs because everybody has a different thing that they like. You got to ask.
that's all it is. It's down to communication. When's the last time you gave a fucking hand job?
It's been a while, but I can remember when companies used to try to hire me for hand job movies, and I would be like, I just don't know if I can do a whole scene of it. Like, I don't know how long is the scene. They're like, we're going to need like 14, 15 minutes. I'm like, well, let me get a shake weight and see if I can do a shake weight for like 15 minutes. I mean, that's not easy, right? That's a lot of footage there, and I just would always pass.
That old Chinese lady, I thought she was finna die. She was like, oh, no, it's too much, too. I go too hard. You too much for me. You no come yet. You need to come. And I was like, don't worry about it. I'll just do it myself. If you want to watch me.
Did you want to tell her that her voice was not helping you come at all?
Sometimes the worst part is they'll do this shit to you where they'll moan like, bitch, I know you're not enjoying this. Like, why are you moaning? You listen, oh, it's so good. I'm like, come on now, man. Like, this is embarrassing for both of us. So yeah,
I love picturing this whole scenario.
It's right by the crib, man. I just was walking and I was like, dude, we don't have any rub and tug spots by the crib, so that's the only one that I can go to. But she's cool, man. She puts the hot rocks on you and shit, rubs that all around. You ever do them? you ever do the massage scenes?
Oh wait. Oh, that's so popular. Yeah, I just did one actually. I just did one that'll be coming out in about a month for Brazzers. So I just shot one scene for Brazzers, one scene for Reality Kings, and the other one I'm not sure which one of their sites it's coming out on because they have quite a few. It could be back on Brazzers, but it was a massage scene.
Are you being massaged? Or are you
I
doing
am
the
being
massaging?
massaged. Yeah, so I get to be lazy. And what's great about being talent for a massage scene is you don't really need much wardrobe and your makeup's kind of natural. It's just an easy day. You're like, yeah, I get to lay on this bed. Easy. It's not a good workbench for the male performers, though. They all complain because the height is kind of awkward and it squeaks a lot and they're not really wide. But we make it work.
I never think about all that shit for those poor male performers. I just like the idea of like kind of like trying to finesse your way up into the
That's what
into
everybody
the
likes.
pussy. Yeah, just
yeah.
let
Her
me
laying
just-
on her stomach, the
and
massage.
Just,
yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
like let your hand trace that shit.
It's a very popular category there, the massage thing.
So my homegirl has a dude that works at Soothe, and he'll come by and he just does it for her.
Oh, that's so nice at home. Getting a massage at home is the shit. But
Yeah.
does he give her the
No,
full
he
service?
fucking zippity
And she pays him.
No, cheap motherfucker doesn't even pay him extra.
Good, because girls should not pay for that. There's like an unwritten rule.
That's some bullshit. If you're getting a
not
nut, if I'm
bullshit.
giving you a nut, the least you could do is tip me better.
No, we're doing you a favor by letting you feel the accomplishment of making us nuts. So
See, you overvaluing your motherfucking pussy right now.
Listen, she's my business partner. We have never had a problem, never had a falling out. She has earned me money. She never complains. She never breaks down. She does it all.
She does do it all. You did your first anal scene that
I've done, I just did a whole anal movie. And what was great about it was I took a trip to Italy this summer for a month. I danced at 8 different clubs where no one spoke English. Everyone smoked cigarettes and there was no air conditioning. It was crazy. And I loved it. It was so much fun, man. They're just like, they treated me like such a rock star over there. But I did put on some weight in Italy. So when I got back, I was like, hey, let's just book an anal movie. I'll do it in 3 weeks.
because that ass got bigger.
You'll lose all the weight. Right. And I'm like,
Oh.
let's take advantage while the ass is bigger
Right.
and shoot this movie. And then because I have to starve myself for so many days, I'll lose the weight. And like within 3 weeks, like a rubber band, I was right back to where I started. Just tell everyone after vacation, just shoot some anal. You'll lose the weight. You'll lose the weight.
How do you prep a girl for anal? Like, how do I prep a civilian for anal?
It's different, you know, it's not on camera. So like the girl can normally tell when you start doing it if it's going to be okay or not. She's just got to be in her right mind because if you're too fucked up or high, you might not realize it and you don't want to have an accident. But for a girl who really wants to do it, just don't eat the day before.
So I should be like, go take a shit.
You just give her some laxatives.
The laxatives will do that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, laxatives will do it. There you go.
I did that shit one time.
Took laxatives.
Well, she snorted some coke before I went to sodomize her, and then she shit all over me.
The worst.
Yeah, it was a real bummer.
It's such a bummer.
Yeah, it
it's
was
like
fucking-
it's like the biggest nightmare ever. Yeah, no, we can't have
Yeah,
that.
it was like, it
This
looked
is
like
why
I
I'll
was making mud pies.
I'll go so hard. I'll not eat for the full day before, and then the night before, I'll take a whole box of laxatives so that I wake up in the middle of the night and anything that's left in my body is gone, and then I'm golden.
That's what I had to do when they gave me that fucking
Oh,
the tube up my
Yeah,
ass.
a
Colon-
colonic.
Yeah, the colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy, that's right. The colonoscopy. Yeah, you have to also drink a fluid, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that fluid is nasty, isn't it?
So you basically it's almost like you're getting ready for a colonoscopy.
Exactly. I'm going to be a pro at it by the time I have to have mine.
You'll
I'm
nev-
ready.
you'll
I'm
nev-
totally ready.
I feel like you have the healthiest asshole. You're getting it worked out every now and again.
I eat right. It's been my second year being full vegan. I feel great eating just a plant-based diet, no animal products, no dairy.
That's pretty good. It only took you 10 minutes to tell me you were a vegan.
10 minutes. I told you last time I was trying it. It was an experiment.
Really?
It was an experiment. I wasn't sure. I just wanted to try it and see if I would like it. And I just like how I feel mentally. I feel like meat and everything in it makes you a little bit nutty.
Not me.
Way calmer.
You all right? So what? You're all healthy now. You like
Yeah.
vegan diets and fucking you were
Cryotherapy.
Yeah, you get in the freezer.
You got to go in the freezer. I think you would love it.
I
How you feel after. Like the first couple times you do it, you're going to fucking hate it. And you're going to hate me for telling you to do it. But then when you get the energy and when you just feel really good, you're going to realize it works.
It's gonna make my pee-pee man get all little.
Yeah.
It's gonna make that shit shrink.
Little only temp, like a temporary fix. Just
I was
temporary.
looking at your hands. I was like, you could do hand jobs because your hands aren't that big.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends on the guy. You're right, but the grip is up. This is why I would tell directors. I'd be like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't think I have a good enough grip. My hands are really small.
Yeah, but
I could use two and make the guy feel really good though.
Straight up, no one don't want some carpenter hands
No.
jerking them off. You know what I'm saying? Look like you just built a house.
Man hands coming in at you.
Yeah, coming in making
Blisters all up on him, so it's scratching you. Yeah, no.
dick look like a toddler next to your hand and shit. Like, no, nobody want that shit. They want some little tiny hands.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Do you remember Jenna Hayes from many years ago? She had really tiny hands, and it always made everybody look so much bigger. I was like, Jenna, you make these guys look like fucking rock stars.
Oh, Jenna, she was the girl.
Yeah, she was. She was.
Jenna did this she did a cum taste test with me, and they forgot to tape the goddamn thing.
What?
Yep.
How does this happen? Whose responsibility was it? That person still have a job?
Nope. So I'm not gonna throw him under the bus. I'm not gonna throw him under the
we
bus.
know the truth now. That didn't
But Jenna
say.
was such a good sport.
She was.
Cause my nut tasted awful.
Who else was in the tasting?
I don't even remember. I just remember I had to go jerk off in a cup, and I was like, man, this is the shit I do for a job. Like, they started putting the kibosh on a lot of this shit. This was like,
This is when you had freedom.
this was pre-Stern type. Like for after that, they were like, once Stern really got popping over here, we got a memo. They was like, hey, if anybody's gonna get us kicked off the fucking
It's
air,
gonna be him.
It's gonna be him.
Yep.
You better chill the fuck out.
Yep.
And so we pumped the brakes on that shit. But hell yeah.
You lived it while it was good.
Janet, you remember that shit? Salty.
Oh, I can only imagine who else was in the mix, right?
I don't remember, but yeah, I don't think it was Sear, but yeah.
So you traveled. Where'd you go that you loved on this trip, on this tour? Like, what shows did you do?
You don't want to hear about me and Sear semen? You'd rather hear about my travel? All right, fine, fuck it.
Where'd you love?
I didn't do shit. I just went back to. Look, the South always gives me love.
Yeah, that's it. That's yeah.
I fuck with the South tough. Like, the South always shows up. And like spots, you know, where and I'm sure you can appreciate this too. I like going to spots where people don't go to because people will actually show up.
And they appreciate it.
Yeah, they're like, damn, thanks for coming to Bakersfield.
Yes.
Like, we didn't think you was coming. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, I told you I was going to be here.
I'm going to Richmond, Virginia in 2 weeks for a club, Pure Pleasures. And it's like, Richmond, Virginia, what's there, right? But everyone shows up. They all say thank you. They all have a great time. It's an
Yep.
event. When something is coming to their town, it's an event. And you know what else is cool? When you go out to eat, people know who you are because it's a new person in the town that everybody's been expecting. And people just treat you nice. It's a
Yeah.
good break from LA.
So what do you do? How are you doing? How's your love life? Are you fucking with you got any like any little special love interests or
Nah.
nothing?
Nah. I just don't have time for it right now. Just don't have the time for it. I took a week away with my friends in Tahoe last week for Thanksgiving. I have a nice little rotation of guys that are there for me when I want to hang. But right now, this last year has been grinding. Just production, scheduling events, working on my site, really just rebranding myself, learning about what's going on in the business, trying to see how I could be a little bit more politically active and help some people out. And then I did like 6 to 7 really big charity events this year. And that was a great way for me to give my time too. So it's just been really about work. And
What kind of charity for
people
like
annoy-
what?
So I do an Alzheimer's walk every year.
They don't even know you doing it. What's the fucking use? They don't even know you there.
I do it for my 2 best
They're
friends,
like,
Lainey
Janet,
and
is
Tina.
that you? Am
My
I in 1947?
I do that. I do suicide prevention. I went back for a golf tournament for mental wellness in St. Louis. So I've just been really networking with people and giving my time to try and sell out events and take photos with people and help out.
That is fucking cool.
It's been great.
And you meet rich people there.
Yeah, you meet a lot of nice people. I mean, you meet people that are just doing the right thing. I mean, the golf tournament in St. Louis was hella fun. They gave me a box of joints and said you get to go to every single hole, take photos with the guys, and give them a joint. And I was like, really? I get to do this? Like, how cool do I seem to these people? It was awesome.
That's fucking.
So fun.
That's fucking rad as shit. Running around. I remember one time there was like a suicide walk, and they was blocking traffic, and I was like, it was me and some other dude I barely met. I was like, why don't they just let motherfuckers kill themselves if they want to kill themselves? And he was like, my nephew killed himself. And then, hold on a second. And then he got on the phone, and he called, he was like, Karen, yeah. It was his mom. He was like, we're at the suicide. I'm at a suicide walk right now, and I was thinking about Steven. Just like, fuck me.
Fuck,
dude.
that went so wrong.
I know. I was like,
so wrong. Like, can't you just laugh and move on?
I didn't take it back, though. I was like, fuck you. I stand. I'm not taking that back, motherfucker.
I'm sticking to this.
Yes.
I'm committed to this, to the
Yep.
follow through.
Yep.
I'm staying with it.
Yep.
I have no empathy for this situation because it's causing fucking traffic right now.
Yeah.
Right?
And as a motherfucker with suicidal tendencies, like, you can suck my dick because I relate to this shit. Y'all be marching for me. Motherfucker. Fuck that shit.
Right.
Fuck that shit. Yeah, but that's dope that you're doing it for the suicide walk. Now that I'm a little older, I probably wouldn't have said that out loud.
Right. And also
I've
now
learned.
nobody in the world has a sense of humor. So if you crack a joke that's a joke, people get seriously offended. We're in a weird space. You can't crack a joke about anything.
My Instagram page, all I do is get flagged. Like,
And do they give it back to you or they just delete the photos that they don't like?
I don't even know what the shit they don't like, because motherfuckers will go back on me for, like, I'm posting 5 things a day, and they'll go back on me from 3 weeks ago.
I've had this happen to me.
And they're just like, something offended somebody
Right.
for bullying. I'm like, bullying? What the fuck?
And then
are
they
you
take
talking?
that, you turn on your Instagram that morning, there's like a notification there. You're like, am I losing it? What's
Yeah.
happening?
And it's a blurry ass photo. You can't tell what the fuck it is. I'm like, God damn it.
I'll troll through my whole thing and be like, I don't know which one they've removed. I can't even figure it out.
I gave up on that shit.
Yeah,
So
it's-
you're getting fucked with too on that shit, huh?
I took a photo inside AVN's offices, and there were classic magazines hanging on the wall. Magazines, not even live people. And I guess one of the girls was topless on the cover. And I mean, this was like 20 feet behind me, but I know this is some trifling fucking haters that just sat there all day emailing. Good for them. You got nothing better to do. You know what? Beyonce says it best. Best revenge is just watch your paper. I got my paper. They can be emailing all day. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Who gives a fuck?
All my
But
women.
the world is so
independent.
sensitive. You can't say something without one of your friends being like, yo, somebody's gonna be offended.
I
at
wish
that.
I knew just so I could go fuck their wife. You know what I mean? And make them raise my kid. Like, fuck you. Like,
Make him raise my kid.
raise my kid, bitch.
Oh, yeah, that would be the ultimate win.
But they don't tell you, so you can't go fuck people's wives. I'd buy plane tickets for that.
But yet I see random people putting crazier shit than we ever put on our Instagram on their page, and I'm like, tell me this is gonna stay here, and my shit's gonna get deleted. Weird.
Yeah, that's where we live now. Hopefully people will chill out. I think we got about 5 more years of this shit.
Really? Of people losing their job every day because 25 years ago they said something inappropriate.
Yep.
I mean, I gotta tell you, there was never a time in my life I went to a restaurant where my dad didn't smack the waitress's ass. Okay, that's just how I grew up, and like none of them got offended. And guess what?
And Lisa,
he was so
she turned out
charming.
fine.
Not so much, but
She's perfect.
he was so charming to these ladies that I seriously think they would have been more offended if he went in one day and didn't do it. It was a normal form of communication. They weren't offended.
People were a little different back in the day.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people were a little bit different back in the day.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I
5
don't
more years. Fuck.
Yeah, I think it'll be like 5 more years. I think the the teenage generation now are looking at how bitch made the 20-something-year-olds are, and they're gonna be like, nah, we don't want that. We want to rebel against
The generation that would rather have a scooter than a car.
Yeah,
They just want to
basically.
scoot. They just want to scoot everywhere. Those fucking scooters.
They just want a lime. That's all they want. They want a fucking lime.
Just want a lime. That's it. Yeah. It's definitely harder to be funny.
Yo, hey, look, man, I knew it was over. I saw a motherfucker rollerblading non-ironically. I'm like, fuck is this, man? Like, this is fucking.
At that point, just bust out roller skates. You know it's easier because you have your balance better. Just use skates.
Yeah. Lisa, it was a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
What is your website?
TheLisaAnn.com. That's thelisaann.com. You can follow me on social media at TheRealLisaAnn. Next weekend, I will be at Archibald's in D.C. being a celebrity bartender. I'm very excited because I know how to make no drinks.
How's your fantasy squad doing?
10 teams. I'm going to the playoffs in 7. It's pretty fucking good, man.
You're a beast. I'm getting fucked.
Dude, why don't you just let me set your lineup for you every week? That's what my other friends do. They screen grab their lineup in their bench. They send it to me, and then I tell them what to do.
Because I wouldn't think. Damn, you looking good in here, Lisa.
Oh, you see my
Yeah,
photo?
I'm looking at your photos.
Tuesday thoughts.
And I like the
my gangbang.
When you're getting the gangbang done, what are you concentrating on? Like, is it just so many dicks that you don't even know what's happening, or
Totally know what's happening, and it's so different now being producer, director, and talent because I'm always thinking about the frame of the camera. So in my mind, I'm looking at everything in reverse, and even though I'm having sex, I am pulling everybody in just to make sure that everyone's perfectly on frame because I know my camera girl, and out of the corner of my eye, I know what she wants to see. So it's a lot of focus about making sure the viewer is going to get everything that they want, but doing a gangbang is so much fun and it's so much work putting together. You've got to find guys that all gel with each other. You got a location that doesn't care if there's a ton of cars. You have to take a location that doesn't have carpet because nobody wants that much semen in their house. And you got to like bribe location owners because they're so worried about that excessive amount of semen. Like that's the thing. Like no gangbangs in my house. Like, yo man, we'll clean up. You don't have carpet. Like we got this, you know? So the whole 4 months it took to put it together, by the time we're actually there on that bed and it's happening, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is finally fucking worked out.
I was just criticizing women when they shoot porn for women.
Right.
Because it's so fucking like well lit and they kiss too much and shit like that.
I hated shooting it when I would get hired for that years ago.
That was my next question.
I hated
so you're
shooting it.
You're shooting it. So what is your approach to shooting porn?
Keep it simple, man. You know what I mean? I know what guys like. Keep it simple. Have fun with it. I don't want anybody on my set for till past 5 o'clock. Like I want to treat people like they should be treated. And in these like love making, like gross for girl as talent.
Yeah.
You could be on set for 20 hours because these people are so specific. They're like, okay, we're going to shoot an hour of kissing footage from different angles so that we can, cut it and do all this. I'm like, no one wants to see that, let alone no one wants to do it as the talent. Then the sex is different. They'll like correct you all the time. You start to open up for the camera. They're like, no, stay caressing. I'm like, I'm fucking getting hot and I'm not in a relationship with this person.
Yeah.
So now it's getting awkward. I'm used to having fucking sex, thinking about people watching, and going into my own place in my mind, not like in this intimate setting with someone nagging me. I remember one director actually sat on the side of the bed. He was off frame, but he would just be chiming in like, you need to be more intimate. And finally I freaked out. I'm like, I can't be fucking intimate with you sitting on the fucking bed telling me what to do, It killed it. But it just drags. And it kind of, like my sarcastic side, and by the way, I found out yesterday that my computer thinks I'm a man because it's now spamming me with shit from Match.com, but for women. Me looking at women because I look at sports stuff, so my computer thinks I'm a dude.
And but you're probably fucking pulling up chicks that you're like, who do I want to work with?
Well, because I'm on porn sites all the time doing shit for work. This computer thinks I'm a dude. But when I'd be on those sets, I was like, this is just how women operate. Everything has to take longer. Everything has to be a dramatic fucking event. Why? It's dull. My approach is, while everybody's energy is good and while everybody's having a good time, we shoot this scene. Shouldn't take long. It should be fun. Everybody should be enjoying themselves the whole time.
That motherfucking rigatoni ass is looking good.
Thank you.
You might want to go back to Italy. That motherfucker, shit. Got some cakes. Hey.
That's as soon as I got back, I was like, we're shooting an anal. I've got extra booty right now. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I know what people are looking for.
You know what they want.
Also, like, dudes are easy, man. Guys like red nail polish. They don't want black, gray, brown.
Yeah.
Women like it, but men don't. Just put on.
Another
Okay?
thing is
Hoop
like,
earrings.
I don't need to see the back of the dude's nut sack in his fucking asshole.
You don't
man.
like the angle shots like that.
Yeah,
I
don't
agree.
Like, I'm just
if you're gonna shoot an up and over, crop the guy out and just get the angle of him, the penetration.
Yeah,
you gotta crop that out because I don't want to see that either.
And I give me fucking 45 seconds of it. They'll be on that bitch for fucking 2-3 minutes. I'm like, come on, man. Like, it's motherfucker's ashy asshole. Fucking. Like what are we doing here, man? Like, let me see her ass. Like, I didn't come to jerk off to the back of a nut sack. I want to see if motherfucking. I want to see some ass, man.
It's kind of like when a guy goes down on a girl in a scene. Like, it's fine to watch girl going down, but do you really want to see a man's face up close? You don't, and there's no way to cut his face out. And so guys don't want to masturbate to straight up looking at another guy's face.
The only time that shit ever works is if the girl is holding the camera on her fucking
POV.
face. And you're watching her facial expressions and he's doing a good job.
It's no offense to the guys because they're very valuable, but there's just things about them that we don't need to shoot.
Yeah, that's right. Look, just come in there and don't fuck shit up.
Yeah, I mean the dude's he knows his job.
And don't talk too much like Wesley Pipes.
Oh man, I miss Wesley.
Where's he
I
at?
used to love where he's not in the business anymore.
Yeah, you like that. Oh, you nasty girl.
Man,
oh, you a nasty
he used to whisper in my ear.
nasty.
We'd be doing our scene. He'd whisper shit in my ear like this. He'd be like, I'm going to break into your house tonight and attack you while you're sleeping. Like, he would say shit like that to me. And I would find it so hard not to laugh, but he'd be serious. I'd be turning him on.
Right.
Him role-playing
that
he was going to break into my house while he's penetrating me was
like,
doing it for him.
I'm going to have you buy me a Boost mobile phone.
And the first time we ever worked together, he touched my head and looked into the camera and he goes, her hair's real? And I was like, I told my editor, do not cut that out. We have to keep that. That's so Wesley.
Lisa, I love getting the behind the scenes from you. It was so good to talk to you. Go to Lisa and
TheLisaAnn.com.
TheLisaAnn.com. Just to see that post Italy booty.
Yes. Enjoy.
Congratulations. All right, that's TheLisaAnn.com. And what's all your socials?
At The Real Lisa Ann. And if somebody is direct messaging you, it's not me. So don't fall for imposters. It's a big problem on the internet right now.
People are DMing
saying that they're me. They set up fake profiles that look exactly like mine. They'll be like one letter off and, at the blink of an eye. But when you look and see the person has 30 followers, this should be your indicator that it's not me. Also, what makes these people think I'm going to spend time just one by one direct messaging them, asking them for Amazon gift cards? Come on now. Get real.
I wouldn't. I'm not going to fall for that shit.
Of course you wouldn't.
No siree, Bob.
You'd keep them as followers, though, because it's a numbers game. Just let them follow you. You know what I mean?
Yep, there it is. All right, let's go.